Hello everyone, welcome back to Programming Geeks. And as discussed in the previous video, today we are going to set up our machine to use JavaScript code. And we'll also discuss about the let var and const topic. So let's get started with the setup. So for this, first, right, first you need to go to your browser and type VS Code download. You see the first link. Click on the first link and download the VS Code according to your machine accordingly. So if you have a Windows, then go for Windows or Linux or Mac. So download it according to your machine. Next, after the download completes, make a file here, make a new folder, right? Drag it to VS Code. A new interface will be opened here. So now we have already created a folder that is our J series, and you can create on your own whatever you want to name that folder. Next, we'll create a file that is we'll keep that index.js. Enter. So your new file will be made. But before that, you need to install some extensions here. Right. So just go for just search here. Go for the fifth icon and search for JavaScript E6. So here it is, JavaScript E6, and install it. Since I have already installed it, it is giving me the option for uninstall. So this was the first extension. The next extension is Code Runner. So this is the next extension you need to install. After installing this, there is a next extension, that is Live Server. So this is the one. You need to install one more, and later again you have to install HTML and CSS supporter. Yeah, this one. So install this one too. This all extensions will help you to run JavaScript code and even will help you in HTML and CSS part. So now let's come back to our file, and this is our file. Let us go for first code. That is, let's go for console.log first program. Now just run the code and you will see the output is our first program. So this is how we need to print in JavaScript. So already we have printed our first program. Now so this was all about setup and how to run the VS Code. So now let's understand about let, var, and const. So these are the keywords. These are the variables and constants where we store values which can be easily uh, changed, right? In let's take an example. Let x is equal to some high let. Now next variable is var, and let's let where y is equal to high var. Next we'll go for const. Z is equal to I const. So these are the three variables. These are the two variables, sorry, which are used, and the last one is constant, where we can change those two variables. The value of these two variables can be changed, but the value of constant cannot be changed. It will be remain constant throughout the program. Uh, Here the value of x can be changed, y can be changed, but z cannot be changed because it's constant. And the next feature is we cannot redeclare x, right? We cannot reassign. So let's try. Let x is equal to something, right? So here it is saying cannot be redeclared because it is a block scope variable. So now what is block scope variable? So we'll come to know about it. Let's understand few more things. So here x let cannot be redeclared, whereas where can be redeclared. Like we can show an example where y is equal to some. So now console.log. When we go for console.log y, it is printing the second value. That means it is updated. Whereas in the case of let, we have seen it cannot be redeclared. And same with the const, it also cannot be redeclared. Now, what is this console.log? These are the keywords which are already defined in JavaScript, which are used to print the values. So this was the use of console.log. Now we have come across the term that is scope. So let's move on with the scopes. Uh, Suppose we are making a function. Now just try to understand. These are the very basics. If you don't understand, no worries. You will be understanding this in the coming videos. So just try to get focused. Function, some geek, and console.log a comma p comma c, sorry, x comma y comma z. So when we run this code, when we call geek, we get all the three variables. Since it is a global scope, the values of let, var, and const can be accessed from anywhere. Now, when we bring it to function, when you write it inside the function, so now it cannot be accessed outside. Console.log, let's take x. Right now you may find an error that x is not defined because it is this let is a block scope. That means it can be used inside the block. So you are seeing this one. So this curly braces and this curly braces, right? This is the open curly braces and this is the close curly braces. So whatever present inside these braces will get an output. Whereas when we'll try to get out of it and we'll try to print the values or console the values, we'll not able to get the values. So this is the reason they are called block scoped. Right now, here let and const are block scope, whereas var is uh, not a block scope. It can be accessed, but it does not provide you a value. It gives us the output as undefined. It does not give us output as not defined, right? So this is what with let, var, and const. So let's recap once again. So what are let, var, and const are the variables which can be changed or which can be assigned with a value. Const cannot be changed once assigned, whereas let and var can be uh, changed. Let cannot be redeclared, whereas var can be redeclared, and var supports hosting, whereas let and const does not. So hosting is a different topic. We'll come across it in the next videos. And this was all about let, var, and const. And yeah, let and const are block scope, whereas var is not a block scope. Now let and const were let's go some more knowledge about this. Let and const were introduced in the E6 ECMAScript 6, whereas var was before everybody was using var, but due to some technical problems with the var, now maximum developers has stopped using var, or we have reduced the utilization of var to nearly zero because nobody wants to use due to some technical issues with that. Now every developer use let and const, so personally suggest you to use let and I personally suggest you to use let and const when you write a program. So this was all about let, var, and const. So let's meet in the next video where we'll discuss about data types. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you.